I'm back, bitches!
Surprise, motherfucker.
It is now officially October. That means 31 days of Halloween! Woo! Even though technically now it's more like 27. But anyway, yesterday was October 3rd. That means we are officially allowed to stream Cult of Chucky, which is what I'm obviously reviewing today. But before I get into all of that, I have a little PSA for all my viewers out there. I've gotten a few comments on one of my videos, basically being judged for not releasing videos that often. Often saying I'm not motivated to make these videos. Well, first of all, bitch, I have a full-time job where I work all fucking day. I also have a life where I like to do things with my significant other, go outside, be a part of the world. I mean, hell, making this little fucking table here is motivational enough. Because look what fucking came on one of the parts to build my table. A fucking snake skin. Hunter don't fuck with no snakes! There's nothing that makes me want to make a video more than a fucking skin of an animal I find fucking repulsive. So if that's not motivation enough for you, get over it. I have waited 4 years for a Chucky sequel. 4 years. For another Chucky movie. Then we are blessed with Cult of Chucky? Now, before I start tearing this goddamn film apart, which I'm going to, I would just like to say that this will not be a spoiler-free review. If you want spoiler-free, go visit my Instagram page. That's in the link below in the description, so you can find your non-spoiling, spoiling, non-spoiling review that lasts over 2 damn posts. Also, I'd like to say that I'm a very huge fan of the Child's Play series. Child's Play 2 was my very first horror movie I ever saw, and I was 3 years old. Thanks, biological father. Fuck me for life. So this pains me a lot to review this movie. Coming from a huge fan, this hurts to review. It hurts more than the Sex and the City 2 movie. So here we go. Cult of Chucky was written and directed by the original Child's Play creator Don Mancini. And you would think, for being the OG of Child's Play, you would actually make a great movie. This film takes place after Curse of Chucky, where our protagonist from the last movie, Nika, who is also Brad Dourif's daughter, she has now been documented clinically insane and is now being held at a psych ward. When proving that she might be better, she gets transferred to a medium security psych ward in the middle of fucking nowhere. In the very opening scene, we are blessed with the presence of Alex Vincent, the kid who played Andy Barclay in the first 2 movies. Yes, he is now returned. And you have no idea how happy that made me when I figured that out. But in the very opening scene, Andy Barclay is on a date with some chick we have no clue who's very fucking judgmental. And he's basically recapping what happened between Child's Play 1 and Child's Play 3, where the Andy Barclay character has been. Now, I kind of understand the point of having a recap montage, but when it's been over 27 years and there's only 7 movies, you might as well just go back and watch the first 3. Because that scene was fucking bleak. It was awful. It was just stale. And I don't blame any of the actors. I just blame the writer. Don Mancini. It's like, yeah, when you're watching a Child's Play movie, you don't want to watch 2 young adults sitting in the middle of a fucking restaurant drinking wine, talking about how your mother got locked up in a psych ward and how you're basically fucked. And then we get the actual opening credits, which I happen to love because they show different scenes from past movies, but they actually fit. They doctored them up a little bit and they gave them this nice gothic look. It is a very nice opening credits. Then we follow Andy home to his cabin in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere, where he has over a bajillion of guns, and he has a secret safe behind his Kent Military School sweatshirt in a frame. So he opens up the safe, and lo and behold, is the head of Chucky, this little guy right here. Now, if you've not seen Curse of Chucky, I'm going to spoil something very big for you, and I don't give a fuck. Like the shitty trend that Marvel Studios has begun, there's a post-credits scene, and that scene is Andy Barclay at his home talking to his mom on the phone. And then you see a mysterious package, which we all know who it is, this little guy, in the box. Now the camera pans away from all the past Chucky movie memorabilia on his walls, and then onto that package. Then you see a knife slowly tear through the tape, pops out of the box very slowly. Then you hear a of a gun, and we see Alex Vincent holding a shotgun to Chucky's head and says, play with this. Then the screen goes black and you hear boom! So obviously he got shot in the fucking head, and he saved the head, which is still alive, and he's talking to it, sharing weed with it. Then after that, the movie focuses more on Nika in the mental hospital. Now Nika is in a therapy group at the psych ward in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by snow. Also, I must warn you, if you don't like the color white, I would highly suggest you don't watch it, because everything is fucking white. I can understand the artistry they were trying to go for, but after a while it hurts your brain to watch, because it's just white. White! While everyone is in this therapy group, the therapy master, whatever the hell you call him, the doctor, brings out a good guy doll, who is specifically named Chucky. And you know the usual tagline that the doll says, "Hi, I'm Chucky. I'll be for your fucking fuck buddy till the end. Hi, I'm Chucky. I'll live with you without paying rent. Hi, I'm Chucky. I'll suck your dick for a dime bag. Hi, I'm Chucky. I voted for Jill Stein." You know, his usual taglines. But whoever recorded the voice for the doll must have been on something, because it was clearly a grown adult trying to mock the voice of a child. And it sounded awful. The continuity errors in this fucking movie are awful! And the doll itself looks so fucking different than the last movie. And the movie after that. 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 Until we're back to fucking 1. Like, what happened? Could you not get a skilled sculptor to mold the original look? It's like Chucky goes through fucking evolutions. It's like he's a damn Pokemon! Go, Chucky Choo! I choose you! It's fucking bullshit. And then Nika gets some random visitor. Who could that visitor be? Knock knock. Oh, it's Jennifer Tilly. The question is she Jennifer Tilly or is she Tiffany? Because she introduces herself as Miss Valentine, which was Tiffany's last name. This bitch. And then she brings Nika a Chucky doll, saying that her niece Alice from the last movie had it in therapy and would like to give it to Auntie Nika to help Auntie Nika with her fucking issues. So now there are 2 dolls in the damn psych ward. 2. At first I thought, oh, that's fucking cool because it brings a new mystery. Which doll is him and which doll isn't? Thinking that, oh, he can transfer his soul into one doll, then into the other, so he can fuck with everyone there. But no, he's possessed 2 of them. One singular soul is in 2 fucking dolls. And so then a lot of carnage breaks out. Although I will give props, because the deaths are fucking amazing in this one. The deaths are sick and cool. Now there is one death that did strike me a little odd. This real mean-ass bitch who's stuck in the psych ward with everyone else tries to throw away one of the Chucky dolls. But before she throws it in the garbage chute, Chucky bites her wrist. And then, ooh, guess who's suddenly a believer? Then the doctors strap her to a table and give her some medicine that basically paralyzes her. First of all, no doctor would fucking do that to you if you believed a doll was real. This was in 30 seconds that they did this to her. They wouldn't fucking do that in real life. Hello? Don Mancini! And while Nika and her new multiple personality disordered friend are trying to fuck with one of the other dolls, one of the other dolls breaks into the woman's little, I don't know, fucking room where she's strapped onto the bed, takes a can of compressed oxygen and makes it hit a window in the ceiling. Now, the window gap had to be about, 4 to 6 feet. The compressed air hits the glass, and the glass breaks and comes down all over her, stabbing her and fucking decapitates her. Yeah, okay, first of all, that's just a rehash from a murder in Bride of Chucky. And then second of all, that wouldn't fucking happen. A compressed oxygen tank about the size of an aerosol can breaking what has to be fucking thick-ass glass, because it's separating the people from the inside and the outside, that glass ain't fucking thin. It breaks and falls 4 to 6 feet onto this girl and decapitates her. That wouldn't fucking happen. That glass would have to be falling pretty far in order for it to even, fucking cut through her neck. So I don't know what's worse, the fact that it's a rehash from a previous death, or just how fucking unreal it is. And so everyone thinks everyone's crazy, 2 dolls are coming around, and then another doll gets mailed. So now there's 3 dolls, but the 3rd doll has a fucking buzz cut like Glenn Glenda from Seed. And it looks fucking awful. And guess what? Charles Lee Ray transfers another part of his soul into the 3rd doll. So now there are 3 dolls. And while this is happening, Andy Barclay finally comes back, and he commits himself because he read the story about Nika, and he wants to save her. But in order for him to get in, he has to commit himself as mentally insane. So he gets locked up in a padded cell, where good old buzzcut Chucky comes in and tries to kill him. But somehow, Alex Vincent knows there's a fucking gun inside of Chucky's stomach. Yeah, what? Yeah, how would he know that the doll had a gun in his tummy? So he basically fists the doll through his stomach, pulls out a .22 pistol, and shoots him in the guts for a few moments, and then shoots him in the head. First of all, shoot that fucker in the head the first minute you get a chance to. No time for a fucking tea party with shooting him in the stomach. That's not going to kill him instantly. And then while this is happening, Charles Lee Ray possesses Nika. That means Nika is now Charles Lee Ray. And so, while Andy Barclay has the gun, and he's still in that padded cell with the doll corpse, Nika / Chucky Part 4, Chucky Point 4, whatever, comes in and she's like, tag, you're it. Locks him in the cell where Tiffany / Jennifer, human version, is waiting in the car for Nika / Chucky 4.0 to meet with them. And they have a big old lesbian kiss. And then they're in the car, and then Tiffany / Jennifer is talking about how she missed having Alice, Nika's niece, in the house, which Alice is dead now. But in the back seat, you see the original Tiffany doll. And so they're talking about Alice, and then Nika / Chucky 4.0 5000 Jillian says, fuck that kid. And they both start laughing, and then the little bitch doll starts laughing, and then the end. And then there's the credits. So they're bringing back the Tiffany doll. Why? Why? Why would Chucky even know this spell? Well, first of all, he figured out this spell online through Voodoo for Dummies. Oh my god. God, cunted, damn it! Well, so they completely fucked up this movie. Yeah, it was awful. I should have known by the cover of the DVD sleeve. After this, they're just gonna fucking say fuck it and make another Seed of Chucky. I mean, might as well bring back Glenn / Glenda. The only redeeming part about this movie was the after credits scene. Yes, they included another one. But this time, I'm actually fucking excited for this post-credit scene. Because my favorite character is being brought back. So the post-credit scene is not as long as the last one. In fact, it's very short. But it's the camera basically panning over things back at Andy Barclay's cabin in the middle of nowhere. And it slowly goes across a picture of Kyle from Child's Play 2, who's also my very favorite character. And then you see a mysterious woman in a hat that looked like Kyle's open a sliding glass door, walk in, and stare at the head of Chucky. Oh, the nostalgia. Not only is Andy Barclay back, so is Kyle. I'm living in fucking nostalgia land in a shit movie. The only thing that redeemed itself for me. Another issue I had with this movie was the film score. They just reused the film score from the last movie. I mean, every Child's Play movie had its own score. Why can't this get its own score? I mean, you had 4 fucking years to do it. Ugh, no. Ugh. My life is falling apart! Just like the plotline of this movie. Life has no meaning anymore. And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Fuck! And as always, guys, thank you for tuning... Why can't I fucking say that word? And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Horror Geek. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, Happy Mardi Gras! I need some fucking vodka. House now. House now. House now. When do you want to leave? House now.